is where you're praying from. And God is going to answer your prayers. Hezekiah is told to prepare to set his house in order. Why? Because he's going to die and he's not going to live. Hezekiah turns to the word and he calls upon the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Bible declares the prophet was 10 miles away from where he had prophesied from. As soon as Hezekiah turns to the wall and he calls upon the God of Israel, a message, a WhatsApp prophetic message was sent to the prophet and said, go back and cancel the prophetic word that you have given the man. He will not die, but another 15 years is going to be added to him. No matter what you feel in your body, when you pray, God is where you're praying from, and God is going to answer. As Paul was kneeling down praying in Acts chapter 9, immediately Jesus appears to Ananias and he sends him to Ananias and he said, there is a man on the street called Straight. He's praying. Go and tell him that I've called him for the work of the ministry. Because the moment the frequency of the words of your voice in prayer are released out of your mouth, immediately heaven receives your prayer and heaven begins to work on what you're praying from. Bible declares in Hebrews 11 and verse 6, without faith it's impossible to please God. Those who come to God must believe that He is, and that is the reward of them that seek Him diligently. When you begin to pray, you begin to say, I'm praying because God is listening. When you're praying, you need to say, I'm praying because He's willing to help me. When you're praying, you need to say, I'm praying with certainty that things are going to change in my favor. When you begin to pray with a certainty and the level of assurance, you're going to escape from the level you've been praying on for years, and you're going to be able to climb on a higher dimension of prayer. This is how people like Elijah pray. Because when Elijah begins to pray for rain, Elijah doesn't pray for rain until he tells the king to get on his chariots. Because Elijah knows that the moment I begin to pray, that king will be stopped by the rain I'm going to pray for. And so when Elijah is praying, he's sending his servant to see what is forming in the clouds. Because the moment you begin to pray, whatever you are asking God for begin to form in the cloud. If you can begin to pray with this attitude, that whenever I'm praying, the Father is here. Whenever I'm praying, the Father is listening to me. Whenever I'm praying, God is going to move on my behalf. Your prayer dimensions are going to be so powerful. Number two, how do you pray prayers of high dimensions? Number two is you pray in the right time. You pray in the right time. The Greek word is kairos moment. Kairos moment. You pray in the right time. Isaiah 55 and verse 6, seek the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. 2 Corinthians 6:3 says, for He says, in a favorable time I listened to you, and in the day of salvation I've helped you. Behold, now is the favorable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Question is, what is the right time? Number one, the right time for you to pray is whenever the Spirit tells you to pray. Whenever the Spirit of God stirs up your spirit and say, baby, come to me. My daughter, come to me. My son, come to me. Whenever you